What's up, guys? My name is Ben Abarim, and you're tuning into the Ben Abarim podcast. You can check on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Just type on the Ben Abarim podcast, and there you have it. This episode. It's a 16th episode where I have two interesting guests of mine, favorite buddies of mine. They have been here on the podcast as solo, but today I'm gonna invite them in and let's talk about stuff and all that, about New Year's resolution and how was 2020 and all that. Without further ado, let's welcome Nick Jansen and Chris Wander. What's up, guys?
What's up?
What's up?
Good to be back.
Good to be back. Welcome to the Brain podcast, the two of you, once again.
Hello.
How's the Christmas going?
Christmas.
Yep.
Go for it, Chris.
My Christmas, okay. I started with my Eve. Eve was the best.
Mm-hmm.
I had like an open house, a night dinner.
Yeah.
Barry was there.
We were there.
Yeah. We had drinkings and stuff. A lot of my friends came over.
Mm-hmm.
Good food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good company.
Nice.
I mean, basically, the Eve was nice. On Christmas itself, I didn't do much because I was still hangover for that night.
That's
Because
normal.
we went back like 6, 7 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, on
Yeah,
Christmas
crazy.
Day. So I only continued like at night, I guess. At night Christmas, I went to my friend's house and party again. Mostly drinking, party.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Party all night.
The Sarawakian way.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
that's
That's
okay.
our can way.
Yep. Yeah, that's from Chris. How about you, Nick?
Well, it was good. It was the usual stuff. Christmas Eve dinner with the in-laws here in Kuching. Christmas Day, similar, just hanging out with the in-laws and the family. Happy days. And then the second day of Christmas was yesterday. Did a bit of visiting. Saw some friends in the kampong and good times. I didn't drink as much as previous years, I guess.
Why not?
Because I have a 1-year-old kid and it takes a lot of energy to run after him and, of course, to drive. So I got to take it easy. But, definitely good time as well. Family. Always happy.
Nice.
Always.
All right. So this podcast is about us reflecting on 2020 and how is it going to be like for next year. So the question here is, hold on, let me check my phone. Okay, let's go back to December of 2021. What was it? What were your goals for 2020 back in December 2021?
A year ago.
Yeah, a year ago.
It was tough. I was thinking about it the other day because I did a video kind of looking back at this year. And back in 2021, a year ago from now, we were still in lockdown, yeah?
Oh, yeah,
The borders were
yeah.
closed. There were you still had to wear masks
Yeah.
and all these things.
We're still under
And
COVID.
Yes,
wasn't
it was
easy.
still like so many rules and things you couldn't do. So, and even though a lot of those memories are kind of gone, like it's been placed in a black box somewhere. It's like it wasn't there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's like
Because
it was
we
a
didn't do
dream.
much. Yeah.
And I think it was, about a year ago. Still kind of like that. And just hoping that the borders would open. Because I'm in tourism and, I kind of wanted the borders to open again. And hoping that things would get back to normal. Looking ahead that time. I was doing videos and still only YouTube back then. No TikTok yet.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to grow my YouTube channel and, just do fun videos every week. A bit different now.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
That was that time a year ago.
That
Well,
was
Yeah.
in 2021.
Yeah, the end of
21.
2021. I was just looking ahead to do more YouTube content and just hoping that things would just kind of get back to normal.
Yeah.
And eventually they did. But what about you then?
Yeah.
Around
In
that time.
2021, I can't remember much because it was the COVID time. So like, we didn't have, those free time and space where we can just gather around and stuff. So I guess
It's all blur, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's all
yeah,
back to-
yeah.
We all have these memories of things we maybe did, kind of
Yeah.
did, like
Yeah,
sitting
yeah,
at home.
yeah.
And it's
Like,
2 years.
I
just-
forgot
Yeah.
which year was it already.
Yeah.
the things I did.
Yeah.
So if I'm not mistaken, I think the year end I didn't do much. It wasn't much of Christmas. It's just with family on Eve. Then Christmas itself, we didn't do anything much. It's more of I went to my friend's kampong at Bau, somewhere at Bau there, for some drinks. But then we came back. It wasn't that much of people there.
Right.
So other than that, we went. The ones I remember is I went to Damai with my friends. Yeah, just for a day trip.
Nice.
Yeah, just to enjoy the sunsets and stuff like that. We brought foods and stuff. Went to the waterfall. I think basically that's all. Yeah, those times are those where we can't go out. It's just the healing moments where you just want to go to waterfall and stuff like that, just to chill and drink.
Get away from reality as well.
Yeah.
So can you kind of remember like looking towards 2022 then? Like what were you looking towards? Because you sing, you perform, and even back then there wasn't much performances going on. So what could you kind of remember like how did you see 2022?
2022.
Back then when you were in 2021.
Yeah. Mostly I didn't expect much, honestly. Because the time it was like I felt like if things are gonna get worse, I might as well just go on with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So it's like I didn't thought much, but surprisingly this year a lot of things happened. A lot of good things happened. A lot of new opportunities.
Keep it.
Yeah.
I'll ask you a little.
Yeah, we get up to that.
Yeah, we go there later. Yeah, we go there later. Well, as for me, I'm
what about you, Barry?
Yeah, I'm gonna share about my fair share of what I thought of 2022 is gonna be like. But before that, there's food for you guys. There's cake lapis. There's
Thank you.
some
Thank you.
kacang. Just go ahead and
I'll get some.
help
Alright.
yourself. All right. Nick. You wanna
Yeah, the
get some
glass is
beer?
empty.
Yeah, your glass is empty.
How do we fix that?
How to fix that? Where's the beer?
Oh,
It's
it's
here.
here,
It's here.
Moved
It's there. Yeah, I moved it there. So yeah, help yourself.
All right.
If you need some beer, Chris, just let our boy Nick here.
All right.
I used to be a bartender, so I can figure this out.
Nice.
Where?
Okay.
Where?
Yeah, never mind. Just grab it first.
Grab a beer.
Bartending. I done bartending my whole life. When I was 15 years old, I started working in restaurants, serving food and everything, running the bar. By the age I was 16. Back then, we could go into bars at the age of 16 and drink beer at the age of 16. So by 16, I started bartending in like the local pub in my kampong. And even here in Kuching, I ran a bar. I had a bar for a year. Yeah.
Gibbons.
Yeah, the rooftop
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
Gibbon guest house.
The Gibbon guest house. Yeah.
Given.
Funny.
Yeah. Oh,
All right, so Barry, what was
Right.
your outlook a year ago
Right.
over 2022? Hopes
Right.
or nothing?
So 2021, I started my podcast.
Right.
The month of November 2021. I was thinking that I want to go more. I want to grow bigger. I want to grow better than the first 3 episodes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there were challenges along the way. When I first started this podcasting, like I had guests that do not want to show up due to certain personal reasons I don't know. I got a bit down about it at first, but I didn't let that to define me. So I was searching for guests here and there, and yeah, luckily, 2022, you guys are.
Those time.
Those
I
days.
remember when you were started, you were like, when we hang out, keep saying like, I want to start doing something different, some podcasts, and then like
Damn.
you said something like, but I don't know whether people will support me or not.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Did I
I
say
still
that?
remember you said
Oh
that.
damn!
Yeah, because you were like, I don't know whether people in Kuching, people in Malaysia would actually enjoy this, especially in Sarawak here. Yeah, so we're like, whatever, I would just go on because I feel like I want to do it. I still remember you said that.
Oh damn!
And we were drinking that time.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
we went to hang out. We were drinking.
That's when it comes up.
Yeah.
I even remember when I came on, like, or was it after or before? You were like, I don't know if I'm gonna hit my, because you want to do 12, you want to do one a
I'll
month.
do 20.
You want to do 20 in
Yeah.
1 year.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't think I'm gonna reach it. So I don't know. And you're very maybe pensive and doubting yourself.
Very
Yeah.
But-
doubtful and
But
stuff.
with everything you do, just do it. And you
Yeah, man.
enjoy doing this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah,
that's
yeah.
all it should be. Don't think about growing and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
whatever. And don't care about the people who don't like it.
Yeah.
Just enjoy what you're doing.
I think
And-
the
and
three
do it
of-
with friends, yeah.
Yeah, I think the 3 of us do actually go on that phase where we're like, you know what, just do it.
Just
Don't
do
care what
it.
other people do, and we're growing in our own phase, in our own career. Him with the singing, and you with your content grading, and I with my podcast.
Yeah, it's just follow your dreams and really, like I said this in my last video as well, as I was reflecting over the past year, and I ended it with just find something that you like to do and just do it. If it makes you happy, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if no one is listening or is watching at that time, but it will come. If you do what you love, people will appreciate that, and that's okay. Make yourself happy first. Yeah, the rest will come.
I think the hard work comes also.
Absolutely,
It's the hard work for people to notice you and stuff like that. Yeah.
And a lot of people, they think these things happen very quick, and they work hard for 1 or 2 months, and it doesn't work that way. You see the people that make it into whatever, the big people, they didn't stop after a month or two.
True.
The first year, there's people that, who's this guy? KFC. What's it? Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
Right. He'd been working for years and wanted to do all this, and only by 65 years old, he became successful.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
a little lesson there.
Yeah, lesson there. Yeah. I mean, you work hard, and then that's when you get the achievements done. Like you work hard, don't stop, and then I think luck also comes. Miracle, luck, I don't know, probably plays some
blessing in disguise.
Yeah, blessing in disguise.
And there's a right thing happening at the right time. That's always the thing. But it only comes if you keep creating, keep doing it. Then it happens faster. Things will happen eventually when they're supposed to happen.
Yeah, it'll happen eventually. Yeah, true. All right, guys. Looking back to how 2020 is, have you achieved those goals? Chris?
2022?
Yeah. I mean, we're in December now, so have you actually achieved all the goals?
Have you done what you wanted to do in the past year? Are you happy with what you've done in this year?
Yeah.
Honestly, not all of them.
Yeah.
But there are some. Because I still remember back in 2019, 2020, 2021. 2020, 19. It was very hard for me because I didn't have a job yet at the time. I didn't have a job. I quit my job, the one I had in a restaurant. I work as a cook. Before that, on 2018, I quit my studies. Yeah, so I didn't have my studies. I didn't have my job. It was quite hard for me. I lost a family member, so that took me quite a heartbeat down. Yeah. And then, surprisingly, in 2021, I got a job which I still have now, which I enjoy, doing performance under Jabatan Penerangan. Yeah. So, to say I reached my goals, I feel grateful for what I have now, and of course I want, as we all know, we always want more. We always want to achieve more. Yeah. I have my work. I'm considered stable now. I have owned the things that I don't have before in my car and stuff like that.
Nice.
So I'm doing good. 2020, I'm doing good, but I'm still searching for more opportunities that that I haven't achieved yet now, like being in the entertainment industry, careers like that. Yeah, so I guess that's it for now.
Nice.
Because I came in 2022. I didn't thought of anything much because of the COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was all just dead for a year. Everything was like,
we always thought it's gonna continue another year like that. So I didn't thought much, but surprisingly, when 2022 came in and everything went well, I got more opportunities to do the things I love.
Nice.
Like singing, performance. There's always works outside. We get extra pays and stuff like that. So, to show myself out and stuff. Yeah. So
events are all coming in. 2022.
Get more recognition that I need. Where people always say, "Hey, Chris, you want to do this? You want to do that? Stuff like that. We pay you for this and stuff like that." So I was like, "Yeah, sure." I was always afraid. I always doubt myself. Things like this. Where when it comes to working with others, you always feel like it's not. You're always not enough. You're always not enough when it comes to things like this, where whether you can achieve what people want you to do, whether you can do it or not. So it's always the doubts I have on myself. I didn't believe myself until 2022 came, and I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'll just try it out. Whatever goes.
Yeah.
So it went well.
Has this your performing and you're singing, right? Has this always been a dream of you from like years ago?
Yeah,
Was this always a
actually,
thing, or you just rolled into it?
No. Since I was young, actually,
Right.
I started singing like when I was still small. When I
Okay.
was like 3, 4. Because my dad is a local singer,
Mhm.
Iban singer.
All right.
So from watching him since I was small, I got the urge of like, I want to be like him.
Yep.
But he didn't go far because of the industry we have here.
Yeah, it's a very
Yeah,
small
it's
It's
industry.
very
and
small, it's very
Yeah.
hard. So
It's difficult to make a
he-
full living out
Yeah,
of
he
just
stopped
singing.
when I
Yeah.
was 7, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
because of the income is not that
Yep.
good and stuff. So yeah, so I want to do the things that I want to do. I passionate like singing and stuff. But
Mhm.
since it's it's the new generation now, a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
So I want to live up to my dad's dream.
Right.
Nice.
Nice. That's
Nice.
yeah, heartwarming.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Nice.
that's
So-
for me.
Good job on that, dude. Yeah, and more to come. Sure.
More to come.
Yeah, it's like
23.
it's you're on that ladder and you're
Yeah.
just climbing and figuring out what you want to
Yeah.
do, and that's
Yes.
good. It's
Yeah.
an interesting position to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unique.
Nice. My past year,
Yeah.
it's been completely overtopping every expectation I had.
Nice.
I mean, I started my YouTube channel. All right, well, let's go back. I was working in tourism, and then COVID hit, so no more income. Lost my job during the pandemic. Was at home, nothing to do, and because of that, I had to keep sane. I had to keep my mind proper. So I started making YouTube videos, and that got me out of the house every week. I went, jungle hiking, exploring villages and whatnot, and kept me sane. And started editing and started learning to edit. So I was learning new things all by myself. I didn't make money from it. Besides that, I was painting houses, for a day here and a day there, just to make some money.
Yeah.
So a year ago, I was still in that. I was like doing a little job here, job there, and then slowly my YouTube channel began to grow a little bit, and people saw that I was making videos, so I got some offers from Sarawak Tourism Board to whatever be in their videos. So that started becoming a little thing. And then that went on and on a bit, so I started doing a bit more like acting jobs or talent jobs or hosting bits on video. And my YouTube slowly, kept growing. And then someone kept saying, it's like, Nick, you got to start TikTok. It's like, I'm too old for TikTok. I'm in my 30s. TikTok is for like, teenagers.
Young 20s. Yeah.
And then even my
Gen
dad
Zs.
said, my
Gen
dad
Zs.
is like in his 60s. Like, Nick, TikTok is not only for teenagers, and I'm watching all this woodworking stuff on TikTok, and I really like watching it. It's like, my dad at 65, 66 years old, he's on TikTok, and I'm not. So like, okay, I started to have a look at it. I did a few videos, didn't really work out, and then a month later, one friend says that you just keep posting, just do stuff.
Yeah.
So then I was working with the Sarawak Tourism Board. We did some promo videos in, I think it was Muka, and I started doing some videos there, and somehow it kicked off, and then, well, it's pretty crazy now. Got a lot of followers, and my videos being viewed a lot. I was even asked on TVS to talk about one video I did where I pronounce English names in Iban, like that became like very popular.
The hit.
Yeah, and I didn't expect that because I was doing TikTok videos, and sure, it grew a little bit and whatever. And then I was at home. My wife went out because she doesn't like me doing TikTok that much, especially in the beginning because she thought it's like this for kids, right? And I was at home. It's like, okay, I want to do something. So I was sitting on my couch and I was going through TikTok. And it's like, okay, something Iban or whatever. And I saw someone who did something similar, and then I just did that. Like I filmed it for like 3 minutes. I edited it quick, threw it online, thought it might get 1,000 or 2,000 views.
Yeah.
Woke up the next day, it had like 400,000 views or whatever. And yeah, weeks went past. I think it's got 1.5 million
Nice.
views. That was crazy. And again, I didn't expect that. And this is like things happen when they're supposed to happen.
Yeah.
You can plan all these things, and even like viral videos, you can plan it, but it usually wouldn't work. And videos that go viral are not planned. So yeah, like TikTok grew, and people started shouting "Anak Malu" on the street to me because that's one of the taglines I have. Or they come out to me and say, "Hey, my name's Thomas. How do you say that in Iban?" Right? And I got recognized quite a bit, which was very unusual. I'm a little bit more used to it now. So that it was a whole year of not getting recognized, and now people are like, they want to take pictures with me, which is very different than the beginning of the year. And I started doing acting things because of that, because people started knowing me perhaps. Because of that, when they think, oh, we need like a foreigner in our video, it's like, oh, Nick can do that. Nick does that, right? And so I got a lot of these jobs. I flew to KL, do a Sharp commercial, which is like one of the craziest, busiest things ever. And that's a proper brand, right? I had no idea. It's like, I'm what am I doing? Am I an actor now? It's like, I don't know. It's like, what is this? So it's been a very weird and tumultuous year, and it's been very busy, and it's everything is growing, and I of course I want to do more. But it's been a very, very good year in accomplishing things that I never even knew I could accomplish. Right? So it's good.
More commercials to come, perhaps.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Let's go.
That's the funny thing about us Dayak people, right?
Yeah.
We tend to enjoy seeing foreigners or people who don't speak our language do the things that we do. Like do the things that we do or speak the way that we speak.
Yeah. Eat ulat sago.
All those things.
So I guess you for someone like you do things like that, it becomes an entertainment to them.
Yeah.
They enjoy that very much. So
that's why I found out. Like I don't speak Iban fluently. I don't speak Bidayu, but in videos I can. I can.
You can.
Right? So I have my friend right now. So I'll write a script like in English, and then I'll get someone to translate that, and then I practice one line only, and then I film that one line, which is only 10 seconds, so I don't have to memorize the whole thing. I just memorize one line.
Right.
That's one angle, then and put it together, and then it looks like I speak.
You speak
Kayan or Bidayu or Iban, whatever. And everyone's like, "Oh, you speak Kayan?" Not really. No.
Dayak people very simple. They say, you can speak Iban, you can speak Bidayu.
Come on.
Stay away.
Yeah. Straight away.
It's always like that.
Yeah, straight away, friend.
Yeah.
How do you feel like after all these recognitions, right? You get all these people coming up to the streets and say, "Hey, anak malunya." How do you find it now? Like,
it's become normal. Like anything, that's a weird thing. Anything can become normal, right? When this TikTok thing first started growing, and people started recognizing me, it was like, oh, okay, well, this is cool. People recognize me, and you're very excited about it, and then it becomes normal. Then it's just like, someone wants to take a picture. Okay, smile. Okay, cool. Yeah, nice to meet you. And then you go on, and it's weird how these very unusual things can just become normal.
Yeah.
But I do still appreciate every time that someone comes up and says, "Oh, I saw that video of you," and that's always nice because then, you
put a smile on someone's face.
And it's the acknowledgement of I'm doing things and people like
enjoy.
that, and that acknowledgement that what I do works. That's really nice. That's cool.
Yeah. Again, for your video, right? It's the market niche towards Iban. That's your main market. Do you ever come across people of other races, like maybe some Malays or Chinese?
Everyone. Yes, everyone.
Yeah.
Yes. Chinese, Malay, everyone comes up to me.
Like I thought it's only
no, it's not. And that's the thing about Sarawak. Like Iban is like one of the main languages here. So people from other backgrounds, they kind of know Iban as well.
True.
And I put little translations in my videos as well. So even though they don't understand what I'm saying, there's still a translation in English, so they can still kind of understand what the video is about. And it's people from everywhere.
Yeah.
Like anyone. Doesn't matter what background they see it. And last night I was at this open house, and I just came out the bathroom and I was wanted to wash my hands, and then this girl looked up at me like, "Hey," and talked to her friend. She's like 6 years old, and looked to her sister. TikTok. And it's like, and it's kids from 6, 7, 8. They come up to me to take pictures of me. I love that. That's and it's every age range, every background, every religion, and so it's cool. It's really cool. Yeah, very funny.
Nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, for me, looking back to 2022, how I achieved these goals. Yeah, I mean, I'll be very surprised that I can actually invite a lot of guests, like you guys, and especially you, Nick. I remember that morning when I wanted to send that email. I was typing my drafts. I was bored. I was actually bored at the time. It was 8:30 a.m. if I'm not mistaken, 8 or 9 a.m. in the morning. Just type on the drafts. Hey Nick, can you come to my podcast? I'd like to have you on the show, talk about your videos and all that. You have captured the hearts of many people in Sarawak, Ibans and Dayaks in general. So I'd like to know more about you and let's have a chit chat about that and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
That text I wrote in less than 3 minutes, but it took me more than 5 minutes to press the send button. Should I send?
But why?
Why what?
Why did it take you so long to send it?
No, I was afraid that you might say no.
Okay, so fear of rejection.
I do have that fear of rejection.
I get it. Yeah,
because I got rejected a few times for my podcast. I have a few guests that I've requested to come in, but they don't want to show up because I don't know why reasons. What are the reasons?
Well, too bad for them.
Yeah. You know?
You'll be the one laughing later on.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
wow,
come on,
wow,
of course.
Right. Thank you. But yeah, after 5 minutes, I'm like, you know what? There's nothing to lose. If he says no, it's alright. If he says yes, then fuck yes, let's do it. Press send. And then I think a day later, they replied to me, say, yeah, let's do this.
I think it was an email, right?
Yeah, it was an email.
It takes a while.
Yeah.
No, I checked it out. It's like, okay, email. Okay, it's a local guy. Nice. I checked one or two of the ones you've done. It's like, yeah, why not? Like, it's good. Get it. And that's the thing. That's also a Sarawak thing. It's no. It doesn't matter whether you have more followers or not. Like, it's about creating content, and we all need to help each other out with this. So yeah, like there wasn't a thought. It was just like, okay, am I available? Can I do this? And then just do it.
Yeah,
on.
And here we are.
Of course. The second time, yeah.
Yeah, the second
Why not?
time. Yeah. And then also have I achieved those goals? How many episodes this is? Oh, 16. Yeah, 16 episodes. 16
man.
and growing. 16 and counting, yeah.
A year.
I mean, it's an achievement that I never thought I've achieved.
Yeah, a year of thoughtful.
Yeah. We've been on newspaper.
Yeah, both of us. We've been in the newspaper, man. Round of applause for you.
Yeah.
You were in the newspaper.
You were in the newspaper. You were part in the newspaper too.
Yeah, cool, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the achievements that I never thought of achieving when I was young. Like, Mom, I made it in the newspaper.
Right?
Yeah.
Proud of you, man.
Yeah, thank you. And hopefully more to come, TVS, if you're watching.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out TVS. All right, next. Chris and Nick. What are your hardest lessons that you've experienced this year?
Me?
Any one of you want to start?
Hardest lessons?
Yeah.
I think it's maybe something that's similar that we talked about. It's not hardest lesson. Most important maybe is forget about like this rejection stuff. Like, don't put your hopes up. Don't expect too much from other people.
True.
Because most people will let you down. Well, maybe not, but you create your own success and your own thing. It's like if you want to do something, you should do it. And it doesn't depend on other people. It shouldn't. If you want to sing, go and sing. And if you want to grow, then sing some more and try some other things out. And a lot of times things don't work.
Yeah.
Like I've spent certain videos that I've made for YouTube, right? It's like, okay, I'm figuring out this algorithm and this is a video. I put so much energy and passion into a video and it doesn't work. And I'm like, right? It kicks you down. It's like, what? How? Why not? It's like everything...
everything
clicks, but it doesn't work.
Sure.
It demotivates you.
Yeah, it's very demotivating.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Okay, take a minute, whatever. Do some other stuff that does work or not, and still come back to the reason why you're doing these things. And like we said in the previous conversation, it's not about numbers. It's not about getting more followers, getting more views and stuff. It's about keep doing what you love doing. And once you focus more on the things that you really like doing, then everything will come. Yeah. Then the viewers will come. Then your popularity will grow. And yeah, it only takes one little thing to happen for that, to go. And I think is that it's like always just don't give up. And even if you want to give up, you can give up. It's also fine. Just do what you want to do, and don't stress yourself, don't pressure yourself to do things too long. Like sometimes you feel, I don't want to do it, but you kind of have to do it. And that is also part of life. There's a lot of times you have to do things that you don't want to do. You can, never do something 100% for your whole life that you love doing. There's always something, especially with making money, there's always something you have to do that you don't like, whether it's paperwork or whether it's those things for your boss that you kind of don't want to do, but you have to, because that allows you to earn money, and with that money you can have a nicer time, and then you can enjoy yourself. So there's always a plus and a minus. And the older you get, the more you can do better things and fun things. But the younger you are, the more you have to grind and just to grow and whatever. I don't know if there's a lesson in there, but maybe there is. So I think maybe it's something like that.
I guess those are the things that you've learned along the way.
And like I said, been here, like the conversation we had before we started recording, I've been here for 11 years, and the first 10 years, I've been grinding and just like working for other people, and earn a little bit of money every month, and it wasn't a lot, and I could barely live off it, but it's okay, right? I wanted to be here. I wanted to be here in Sarawak, and I had to do that. And now that I'm doing my own things, I realized, well, okay, there's other things I can do now, but it's taken me 10 years to get all this information and knowledge. If I 11 years ago, if I would have started a YouTube video, it probably wouldn't really have worked. Maybe I don't know. But it worked because I started when I started it. And same in tourism, I couldn't have started this own tourism thing 11 years ago. I need to get the experience. I need to figure out how it all worked, and now I can do it on my own. And it takes time to learn things and to grow.
Correct. True. Yeah. But you, Chris?
Yeah, as for me, same as Nick, like you said. I've learned not to give up. Not to give up, not to doubt myself as much, because I've been for the past years, I've been doubting myself a lot. Especially in YouTube videos when I post out my covers and stuff. I noticed that I only get 100 views, views only, and it's not much, and it's only covers other people who does the same songs and stuff like that. They did the covers, and it's
but it's 100 people that listen to your song.
Correct. True.
Yeah.
Most hundreds are mostly my friends. Most of them are my friends, and I'm grateful for them. Honestly, I'm grateful. But like I said, because sometimes when you see stuff like this, it's like the things that you thought you expect a lot from, but you don't get it. It pushes you down a lot. So that's where I learned hey, it's okay. You can still stand up, get up, do it again. Do something better. As for that, those are the lessons I learned. It's not to give up, not to doubt myself, and I'm still young. There's so much more. I'm just 23. I feel like there's more circumstances that's gonna come in the things that I want to do. So there's a lot more to learn.
There always is.
Yep. I think my hardest lesson this year is that like you said just now, I have this fear of rejection. We have been rejected far too many times. Not just about this podcast, but my career wise also. I got rejected a lot to a point where I don't want to get rejected, but we're living in a world where things don't go in our way.
True.
Life is not a bed of roses. There are some times where we're
and the more you try, of course, the more you get rejected, but also the more success you will have.
Correct. Yeah. So I've learned to ease myself on that part where rejection is alright. Rejection is okay. So I got it. I learned about that through this podcast, where I have a few guests that rejected my offer. Why? I don't know. I do not know why, but one of the guests, I know that she wants some ka-ching, some big sum of ka-ching to appear here, but
but also that she doesn't reject you. She just does these things for money, and then that's okay. I mean, it's nothing to do with you personally. So it's not really rejection. It's like no. It's not how it works. So it's on her.
Which is true. Yeah. Maybe it's on her. Maybe it's on the side.
Yeah.
But along the way, yeah, of course I was down at first. Like, if only I have enough resources. If only I have enough this. If only I have enough that. If only I could afford this. If only I could have this. But the what ifs will never end. The questions of the what ifs, it will never end. So I learned the hard way. Not the hard way, but I learned my lessons that, you know what? I can write 1,000 what ifs, but it'll never stop. So why do I ponder on those what ifs when I could just keep it stopped at there and moving on and just move on with whatever resources I have. She's not the only guest I have. I have thousands of my other friends. And yeah, thank you for being part of it. And yeah, also a bitter truth to swallow, but sometimes in life you also have to face things on your own. In life, I learned that you have all these rejections, all these problems in your life, not just in whatever that you do, but your career, your content creating. Sometimes you have all these thoughts like, oh, it's so hard to do this. You try to gather all your emotions through other people, but at the end of the day, you need to help yourself first.
Sure.
Yeah, you need to gather your own energy from your own self first. Then you can do whatever you love doing. And yeah, the lesson here is not to give up lah. Like what the two of you have said, don't give up and
chase those dreams.
Yeah. Continue to work on the craft and don't stop. Because if you're stopping, then you're gonna regret it on your deathbed. That's my motto.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's dark, but it's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
True.
Well, that's what it is.
Those are facts.
Yeah. I mean, when you're old, right? One day you'll be wondering on your deathbed.
That's the thing. It's like live. I think that's a good point. Like live your life as where you will not regret something in the end.
Yeah.
Of course, be safe and don't do stupid stuff that could kill you.
Of course.
Yeah, if you have dreams, like okay, you want to do a podcast, and you want to go perform at certain places, go and chase your way into doing that.
Do it, man. Do it.
And there's gonna be a lot of knocking downs, but you learn from those knockdowns.
Yeah.
And that if you don't get knocked down, you will never grow. You will never learn. 'Cause
Yeah.
you can only learn from your mistakes and from your rejections. That's what you learn from. You can't if everything goes well, you don't learn anything, right?
It's a learning curve.
Yes,
Okay,
and you need to be knocked down.
Yeah.
You know, one step back is 2 steps forward, right?
Yeah.
That's what it is. Keep grinding.
Yeah, keep grinding.
Mm-hmm.
Like this coffee, just grinding.
Yeah,
this coffee.
exactly. Good coffee.
Good
It's
coffee.
a well-grounded coffee.
Hey, let's cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. Amazing year, and 2023 will be even better, yeah?
Yeah.
Better.
Cheers. Cheers to that. Top up.
Right. What would you like, Chris?
Budweiser. We have.
Yes, there is.
Still have Budweiser?
Yeah.
All right.
Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
Start for me, please,
I also have that.
Mr. Bartender.
Okay. There you go, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, mine's finished as well. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, we're having some beers and stout right now. If you're listening through Spotify. Oh, you can also watch us on Spotify. The video section. Yeah.
Is that a thing now?
Yeah, it's a thing now.
Spotify does video as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You have videos on Spotify now as well. So
Good idea.
yeah, there's no reason for you not to watch us on video. Right, refill a
That's
bit. Okay. All right.
What's next on the list?
What's next on the list? All right. Okay, guys. If you're given a chance to talk to a 2012 version of you 10 years ago, what would you say to him?
It's pretty much similar things to what we've kind of mentioned, right? It's not giving up and
Dear Nick, don't give up.
yeah, chase your dreams, just have fun. I mean, but even 10 years ago, I had a lot of fun, and yeah, it's just have fun. Just really, just have fun. Enjoy life. Don't stress too much. Just have fun.
True.
I tell myself to probably drink a little bit less, and to spend my money on maybe investing in things than on these kind of things that are interesting in the moment.
Yeah.
But it's good to think about the future. But of course, in your early 20s, or you don't really think about the future.
All we know
And
is games, fun and games.
yeah, and that's okay. That's
You're
what
living-
that's literally what your 20s are for.
Sure.
Once you turn around 30, okay, then you got to think a little bit. Okay, what happens later on?
Mhm.
And then you can get more serious. And really, your 20s are just have fun and explore and learn, like who you are and who you want to be. You don't have to find yourself yet. Maybe by end 20s or even later in your 30s, you find yourself. You
True.
don't have to, like, okay, mold yourself. This is who I'm going to be for the rest of my life.
Sure.
And even if you find something that you want to be, if you want to change that a couple years later,
Go
be
ahead.
go
something
ahead.
completely
Sure.
different. Do something
Yeah.
completely different.
Sure.
And it's
Yeah.
fine. But the core is just have fun. Life's too short. Just
YOLO.
have fun. YOLO is a bit too extreme, maybe. Like, you jump off bridges and whatever. But again, if you think that's fun, go and do it. Like, do it safely. Says the old man here.
You're not that old.
No,
Yeah,
but no, it's really just have fun and don't stress so much. Everything's okay. Like I would say, like everything's always gonna be alright in the end. And if it's not okay, it's just not the end yet.
Yes, true.
That's
So-
what you're gonna say
Takes
to the
time.
young Nick.
To the young Nick, yes,
Yes.
it's everything's fine.
Yeah.
And even if it isn't,
Yeah.
it's okay.
What I'll say to the young Barry is that, you know what?
Find a girl and get married and buy a house.
That was me 10 years ago, dude. That was me 10 years ago. Where, I have this.
Supposedly.
Supposedly I have this girl as my girlfriend. I want to marry her 10 years later. And 10 years later, fuck that shit. 10 years ago, what I'll say to the young Barry now, what I'll say to a 19-year-old Barry is that you have a lot of friends right now when you're 19. But once you're 29, you have lesser friends. Friends that actually care about you. Friends that actually will be there for you through thick and thin. Numbers are not important. Quality is important. The supportive ones, the supportive circle of friends, family members too. They're very important. Also, what I'll say to my 19-year-old self would be wise. Be wiser in your choice of what you want to do.
True.
But of course, when you're 19, you just want to fuck all shit and do whatever, when you're 19. You don't care about what.
Yeah, someone tells you that, it's like, hey, be wise.
Be wise.
Older Barry, I'll be wise.
Yeah, the 19-year-old, yeah, Barry, yeah, you're boring.
My years to come.
Pick the right people as your circle of friends. Be thoughtful of your surroundings, like create good memories lah, because life is too short to think too much. Because 10 years down the road, I've lost many friends. 29 years old, even this year I've lost a lot of friends. So
But they weren't really your friends then, were they? Good friends stay.
friends,
Like,
yes.
no, they died.
oh, okay, my bad. Yeah,
they died.
yeah,
They died.
that sucks.
Yeah, they passed on.
Mm.
They passed away. There are some friends too who have not been in contact, like what you said. We were close back then, but along the road, we cut ties, and I think that's normal,
That's how it goes. Like,
Yeah.
even if thinking about friends now,
Mhm.
like, I would differentiate it to acquaintances
Correct.
Yeah.
and friends
Friends.
and
Colleagues.
good friends. Yeah, they're all acquaintances, and you can go, like a friend you can have a beer with.
Yeah.
But if you can only have a beer with that person and you have to get drunk, it's a drinking buddy, right?
yeah.
It's- and good friends is the ones like, okay, I'm having a bad day, I need to have a cup of coffee, and this person comes down.
Yeah. No matter what it
And that
is.
person might not come down because there's something else to do. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Yeah.
mean he's not a good
Yeah,
friend. But it's more, good friends are people that you do that they are there for you, right? That you can have these conversations. You can have any conversation with that
Yeah.
person, whether it's about family, whether it's about life and death, whether it's about pain, whether it's about happiness. You can share that with that person. I call them like the best friends. I only have one or two of them.
Correct. True.
And in your whole life, in the end, you only have one or two of your.
Sure.
Those are your best buddies forever.
Correct.
And then you have, good friends maybe, or like drinking buddies.
Drinking buddies.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
there's everyone here has a lot of drinking buddies.
Yeah.
But a lot of times you realize, like, if you would stop drinking, you'd stop seeing them,
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
right?
That's
so,
true. That's true.
and it's classifying that, okay, these friends are for those
Mm-hmm.
purposes. And it's sometimes painful to say, it's like, well, that friend is for that purpose.
Yeah.
But if you realize that, then you also get less disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
If you think that, this person was a really good friend, but actually it's just a drinking buddy or an
Sure.
acquaintance or a colleague, and that's all right.
Yeah.
And then
It's
you get
fine.
less disappointment. And it's okay. Sometimes people are pissed off with you.
True.
Fine.
So
Yeah.
fine.
No
There's also-
problem.
This is also the thing that I'll say to a 19-year-old baby, where not all friends are actually good buddies.
True.
They're
Mm.
actually nice right now, but you never know, behind your back they'll get a knife and stab you. in
Yeah,
the
and,
back.
and sometimes there's just temporary friends.
Mhm.
Like for a while,
Temporary
you hang out with these
friends.
people, you have a great time, and then you grow
Then
apart
they
and you
go
do
apart
you do
all
other
on
things.
ways.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
that's okay. We get great memories of them, and I have friends like from my high school or whatever, which I used to hang out with for years and years. And at one point, I go study in a different city, and you lose touch. But it doesn't mean they weren't good friends at that time.
Yeah, correct.
But yeah, you
We
go
all
your
have
own
our
way.
ways,
Yeah.
yeah, we
that's
all
fine.
have our separate ways and all that.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. Chris.
For me,
Yeah.
10 years ago, 13.
Okay, 13. All right, let's hear.
13.
Like I
Let's
said,
see.
we're old now, man.
I think.
Yeah.
Firstly,
We're old.
firstly,
We're old.
Nah, don't think about the girls, You know those age.
Yeah.
Don't think about the girls.
You wanna go all out for the girl?
Yeah, you know, like,
yeah.
just like, don't think about the girls.
Yeah.
Invest. Like, honestly, for me, I should have. Yeah. You could have said I should have. What if or whatever.
Yeah.
Invest. I feel like in a young age, investing is very important now.
What sort of investment?
Money.
Oh,
course,
okay,
yeah.
money. All
You
right.
know,
all
incomes,
right,
whatever
nice,
incomes.
nice.
Money. Other than that, appreciate everyone around. Friends, families. Sometimes I still remember when I was young, I was a bit picky with people around me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, I wasn't happy with some people and stuff like that, and blah 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 blah. But I should, I would tell my younger self to be more nice to people,
Mm-hmm.
and not be too picky. You can be friendly, but try to get into other people's comfort zone. That's for me.
Nice.
Other than that, 13. What else? Enjoy life. Whatever comes. Don't let fear stop you from
Ooh.
doing things that you want to do.
Oh,
That's one thing.
yeah.
Because when I was younger, I was like, I didn't have confidence. I was ugly. I was fat and stuff. I wasn't good looking and stuff like that. So it's always everyone around me always push me down, like saying, yeah, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't play football, you can't play soccer because you're fat and stuff. So look at me now.
Nice.
I do a lot of soccers. I play
Yeah.
lots futsal every
Yeah,
week.
futsal. Sorry, bro. Cannot join you.
But yeah, don't let that's probably just don't let fear stop you from doing things
Yeah.
you want to do. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can echo you on that, because when I was young, not many people know this, but when I was young, I loved singing. But being boys, if you tell your friends, "Hey, I want to sing," they look at you in a different way, like, "You like singing? Are you okay?" They start to see you.
Actually the community here in Malaysia, when it comes to dancing or singing and
Yeah.
stuff like that or acting,
Yeah.
people always say you're gay.
Yeah.
feminine.
Sissy.
Yeah. Stuff like that. So when you like to do things like this, it's always like, you sure, like, hey, you should do something more manly, and stuff like that. So it becomes a letdown,
Yeah.
it push you down.
The toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it started since young, wherever we go.
Yeah, and I think it goes
That's one
deeper. I mean, goes into the norms and values of the government here and schools. Like, it's
Sure,
schools.
schools,
If
yeah.
schools should, support whatever you want to
Encourage
do
more
and go and
things
do
like
it.
that.
But there's a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of limitation. Now, that's for boys, that's
Very
for
much.
girls, which is
Yeah.
very old school
Mhm.
way of thinking. And yeah, if you don't have that in school, where as a kid you spend most of your time.
Yeah.
And it should be whatever dance class for whoever wants to do it. Doesn't matter what gender you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's the issues.
Yeah, yeah.
I agree. Yep.
Do you sing?
No, I'm not a singer. However, I am going to write a dangdut song.
Whoa! Looking up for it.
And well, this is the first time it's public.
Yes,
It's gonna be
please.
called Anang Malu,
When?
and I'm gonna launch it for
Anang Malu.
Gawai, of course.
Oh.
But I haven't even written. We haven't written it yet, but we'll sort it out.
Anang Malu.
Anang Malu.
please.
When?
Yes,
Next
please.
year? Next
Well,
year's Gawai.
it's an idea now, and we're gonna work on
Make it
we're
happen,
gonna work
dude.
on something.
Make it happen.
And I want it to be the Gawai anthem.
We're gonna help you make it hit.
Make it happen. I'll be your number one viewer.
Funny, yeah.
We'll make it a hit.
Yeah, make it
Yeah,
a hit.
so that's one of my things I want to do next year. Like I'm not a singer. I don't even like being on stage, but I want to have my own song. How
Yeah.
cool is that, right?
Get out of the comfort
And,
zone.
yeah, exactly. Get
That's a
out
good
of your
start.
comfort zone,
Yeah.
and yeah, no, it'll be
Anang
fun.
Malu.
Ooh.
That's a good start.
Yeah. Have you figured out the lyrics and whatnot?
Nope.
It's
Chris-
fine. It's fine. Take time. Take time.
Yeah, no, I've
Yeah,
got
it's
not easy to
my
make lyrics.
my wife's uncle who's here from the U.S. He's from here, but lived in the U.S. for a
Uh-huh.
long time,
Oh.
and he likes to sing. And he actually wrote a very nice song called "Welcome to Sarawak."
Oh.
So we're gonna be recording that next week.
Mhm.
And then I want to see how this production studio is. And then I got my other friend who is playing around on his laptop, like trying to figure out a little dangdut
Yeah. Music.
melody. And then from there we'll go have a meeting,
Yeah,
drink a couple beers, and figure out some lyrics.
I have a toy in my head now. Anang Malu. Anang Malu.
It's gonna be a trend, you know.
That's
It's
like
gonna
a
be trend,
chanting.
I will not give you any credits for that. No royalties for you.
No, scrap the idea. Scrap the idea. Besides that, I mean, you don't sing.
No.
Do you play trumpets or clarinets?
I played trumpet when I was 6 till 7, maybe. I have a saxophone at home. Even here, I played from 9 till 13.
Oh.
Never really played after that. I still have it.
Mm.
And it's always a little dream to pick it up, but I'm a bit too lazy to pick it up, and it's just not where I'm at right now. No, so I'm not very music
Right.
focused.
That's
Even I like music. I don't actually play any instrument. Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's alright. It's alright. I don't play guitar too. Yeah.
But you
Bass.
sing. That your voice is
Yeah.
an
Yeah,
instrument.
your song.
yeah.
Yeah. Your voice is your instrument.
Mm.
Let's go back to the let's sidetrack a bit.
Bidding.
Like, how was it like in your primary school days? Like, how was it for you all? Did you get bullied, or because of the things that you love doing now? You like singing,
Mhm.
you get questioned a lot. I don't know about you, content creating, or acting, or
But it's all new. Like I never knew that I was gonna create content. The 10 years that I've been here, since I was 20, it's just been tourism. I would do tourism things and have little dreams here and there, maybe to have like a lodge, or like I said, I had a bar for a year, and that was I want to have maybe my own business. So I did a bar for a year, and it didn't really work out because I like drinking, and if you like drinking, you shouldn't run your own bar. And
okay.
then I went back in tourism, and tourism is really what I know. Like that's what I've studied, and that's what I know, and that's what I like doing. But then again, it's still a big part of what I do. So I organize tours for people throughout Malaysia, right? So they arrive in Kuala Lumpur, I organize trips and hotels and everything. And a big part of that is just sending boring emails. So it's not very glamorous. It's the same. It's copy paste. It's quite boring. But it's very mundane. There's a lot of boring part of these jobs. But in the end, it pays money, and that money is maybe the joy, right? So that there's always that balance of doing things you don't like, but if the payoff is good enough, then it's okay to not do those things that you don't really like. And yes, all this content creating, like I always had a little dream as whatever when YouTube was a thing. It was like 2005. YouTube got started, right? And people watching videos, and people, I want to be a YouTuber. And so I always had that idea, like I want to be a YouTuber.
Yeah, true. I do too.
And only at the right time it works. So this COVID stuff happened, and I just had so much time on my hands.
Blessing in disguise.
It was in the end. That's like if COVID hadn't happened, I'd still be in an office every day, probably doing things I didn't really like. And because there was so much free time, I was like, okay, well now it's the time. Let me do videos, and I really got into making videos. And it wasn't about growing so fast or having tens of thousands of subscribers. And it was just about the joy of doing it. And then it turned out all right.
How many subscribers now?
On YouTube, 35,000 maybe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Total views?
Total views, millions.
What are your New Year's resolutions? This is our last question, by the way.
Yes. Chris, what are you going to do next year? What are your dreams and
what do you want to do next year, dude?
Yeah.
Next year. I didn't really thought much, but I guess next year I would. What? Okay, sorry, Siri.
Phone's acting up.
Yeah. So for next year, is most probably I would love to find more opportunities of work outside, like outside of Kuching, outside of Sarawak.
Like, what does that mean? You want to perform on a stage in Kuala Lumpur, or you want to act in?
I want to get into more music industries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Singing
Entertainment, music industries.
Do you write your own music actually?
I tried.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried. I failed a lot, but I'm still trying.
But is that's a passion you want to have, like your own music?
Yes.
Okay, it's
yes,
cool.
Of course.
Do it.
Right. Yeah.
So
Keep going. And if you are you good at writing like lyrics yourself,
not
or
really. Honestly, writing lyrics is very
you don't
hard
like
for
it?
me.
Yeah, and
very
it's
hard.
do you like it, or would you like to be able to write your own music?
Yeah, I would love to
All right.
write my own music. But
Well,
that's the thing. It's always I always have that problem of like writing, because one of the reasons is because I don't read music.
Yep.
Because I don't do notes and stuff.
Mhm.
Music, so it's
Yeah.
that difficult part. But for now, it's surprising. This year I have a lot of friends who does this type of stuff, so I get help from them
Yeah.
to help me out. Yeah. So hopefully by next year, I would have a few out by next year.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, 2023.
And is there like, would you go for like online courses to learn like music writing? Because there's free courses online, right? You can like how the heck would you write lyrics, right? And and there's ways you could do. Yeah, I guess.
Like last year, I didn't join any courses online,
that's
as well,
fine.
but yeah, I'm planning to.
And would you like to learn maybe an instrument, or that's not really any of your?
Yes, I'm slowly learning, because the place I work, there's a lot of musicians.
Right.
I'm slowly learning to play the keyboard.
Yeah.
The keyboard. For a start. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good starter, dude.
Yeah.
Keyboard.
Yeah, and then like you have your laptop, you throw open a beat or whatever,
Yeah,
and, and then just play around with it, right? You don't need to know how to play whole songs on a keyboard, but to create music. Like my friend, he DJs a bit, but like he'll just like no, it doesn't sound like on his laptop, not even on a keyboard. Just throw in some notes there and then redo them, and after a couple of hours, it kind of sounds cool, and then you have that, and then you go and sing and then maybe put some lyrics in, right? It's about figuring out what works for you. Yeah.
Oh,
That's exciting.
That's Uncle Nick telling you what to do.
Sure.
Yeah, it's again. It's like trying to do things. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
There's YouTube also, dude.
Yeah.
There's YouTube for you to try.
Yeah, I watch a lot of like YouTube videos on.
Yeah. YouTube helped me a lot. Like when I started editing videos, I had no idea. I just put that clip and that clip and that clip. Okay, cool. It's like boring, it's long. It's like okay, then it has to be faster and figuring out. You can transitions. You can do this and that on there and then that. Oh, cool. And every time you do it, you learn a bit more. So every time you spend time on something, you learn something new. You learn something new. Yeah.
True. Sorry, I cut you off a bit.
No, it's okay.
Let's talk about content creating a bit, Nick. Like, do you have the support from the content creating scene here in Sarawak, or do you guys have this? I don't know, like a gathering of sorts, or just texting on WhatsApp. Hey, how do you do this? How do you do that?
It's interesting question. I think it's a little bit like everything here in Sarawak. Everyone likes to just do their own thing, and sharing is not really a thing here. Like people will just want to do their own. And
Surprisingly,
that's just somehow how it is. And I see this in tourism as well with the different companies I work for. It's people want to keep and just do their own thing. And I always think it's like if we do stuff together, you know, because now it's like they want to keep their own slice of the pie, right? And the pie is however big. But if you work together, the pie becomes bigger, and your slice becomes bigger with that.
Oh,
bigger, right? Then you have a whatever, a small pie, and you have a small slice out of it. But if you have a big pie and a small slice out of a big pie, that's a bigger slice than the slice you had before, right? And that's with like content creating. There's a few people that I'm in contact with.
The Pere boys.
Yeah, I'm still in contact with especially Mazlan. Like he's the one that told me to do TikTok. But for me it's time. Time is tricky, and I hope to have my own space in the future where I can just solely focus on tourism and content and whatever the other media, and then it's my own business. I can sit down with people and have more meetings, and it's a more comfortable space. 'Cause at the moment I don't really have like a super nice space where I can meet people and plan things. And I'm looking to create a bit of a team, because now I do everything myself, right? I think of ideas, I film it, I edit it, I do everything. I contact people to like, can we do something? So I'm my own assistant, I'm my own secretary, everything I do myself. So hopefully in 2023 I've got a bit of a team. We've already set up a company under my wife's name, obviously. So that's the first step, and then hopefully I have a bit of an office space, and then maybe get an intern in to help me out with like these things, contact people, and then more collaborations with other people will be possible. And I've got some cool ideas for next year. I had a meeting with the station chief of the Bomba in Padungan.
What's up?
I want to do a day in the life of a fireman, and then go with them a whole day, go in the truck, and So I want to do that, and I want to do that with the police. I want to do that with the Trinicans.
Huh? I want to be there too.
You want to be there too? Yeah. So that's one of the ideas I'm working on. It's like a day in the life of.
Ooh, nice.
And I want to be on the back of a garbage truck, like for a day, and figure out how that is. So that's something I'm working on. But again, it's a lot of planning and a lot of setting up and dates to film and stuff like that.
I want to be in.
Who knows?
Yeah. If you need me, like
a day in the life of a podcaster.
Hey, no. I want to be like you too. Like I'm gonna join in.
You do it, but you make it a podcast. You do it like as a radio show. Who knows? That's something we can.
No. Like you said, day in the life with the fireman.
Yeah.
I want to be there too. Like I want to experience that.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's these little things I'm figuring out. Yeah.
Let me know if you need some extra guy.
Do you know how to hold a camera?
Camera. Can I have a camera?
Or maybe you can be my audio guy.
Who knows? Yeah. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. So what else in 2023 for you?
Yeah, just keep this ride going. Of course, I'd like to grow more. Like on TikTok, I've created a lot of content for Sarawakian, so a lot of Iban stuff and whatever. And I feel like I've kind of hit that ceiling here. I can't really get more followers. And I see all this as a business, right? Like TikTok's business. I create content because I want it to be viewed a lot. And I come up with ideas that I think work in the algorithm or whatever. So my next focus is to do more like West Malaysian kind of stuff, so more like Bahasa things, and go from there. See if I can continue growing in West Malaysia, and from there maybe Indonesia, right, and stuff like that. So that's always the focus. Like if you have something, try and grow that and be better. Like any business, if your business doesn't grow, it's not a business. If you make the same every year. It's not a good business. You always grow.
Right. Nice.
Yeah. So just grow and do more fun things. Like to travel a bit more. Do a bit more traveling with my little family.
Spend more time with the family.
Yep.
True.
Yeah.
It's important.
Nice.
Yep. That's it. What about you, Barry?
Yeah. Have you talked about yours as well?
Little bit.
Oh,
But we have to come back again.
Okay. Can.
Yeah,
Right,
more
let's talk about mine
dreams.
first.
Sure.
All right. 2023. What do I have in mind? More guests to come in. Buy me a coffee. If you don't know what buy me a coffee is, sponsor me a few stuff for me to grow because I really do need some sponsorship, new microphones and all that.
Give me money.
Drop me some money.
This is for you all too, not for me as well. 2023. What I'll love to have is this podcast to grow. Of course, I would like to see myself growing as well as a person, as a podcaster, as a host. Also, I like to make my connections grow. I like to meet new people. I want to meet more content creators because content creating scene, we're still in this growing stage. We're not that as blowing up as KL, but we're there. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, Nick, about this.
We'll be bigger. We'll be bigger and better here.
True.
Yeah. Bigger and
Way
better
better.
here. Yeah. And also what I want to see in 2023 is that, I want to grow more as a person, better. Probably I'll dabble into content creating, making more reviews. You never know. We'll see
True.
about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just watch out for next year. Probably I'll do that. In the works of doing reviews, product reviews, which I've done before with with some vaping company. But more products to come next year, hopefully. Yeah. So that's 2023 for me. Chris.
Any other things, Chris?
Yeah.
Where did I stop? Yeah, like you said, I actually thought of like doing content creating too.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Since it's
What kind of content?
Yeah.
Like vlogging or music?
We have content creators here, so
more the music.
All
More
right.
music.
nice.
Music, vlogging, since my daily life is not as exciting since I'm
Same as
working.
mine. It's not
yeah,
very exciting.
since I'm working
Yeah,
for the
same.
government, so it's always
Waking
yeah.
up early.
it's always 8 to 5. So
Face the traffic
yeah,
jam.
other than my
Mm-hmm.
events, that's fun, but mostly to my music career.
Cool.
Yeah.
I guess 2023 is where you can go into that path of making music or learn music.
True.
Play keyboard, do your own music through GarageBand or whatever applications that you have.
Taking a step further, yeah.
Take it a step further, yeah.
Mm.
You have your set of followings now, you know how to sing.
Mm.
So the only thing you need now is you have to play some instruments. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You settle that one part and you're good to go, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's it. Yeah. I think that's it for the podcast.
Sure. Been a good one.
Yeah, good one. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Merry Christmas and
Merry Christmas.
an amazing 2023.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Oops, sorry. I burped. I think that's about it for the podcast. That's about it for episode 16. Brain Barim, and we have Nick here, we have Chris here. Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. It's the Brain Barim podcast. Any last words, guys, before we wrap things up?
Last words.
We can find you, or any last words?
I don't know. Have a good life, everyone. Enjoy. See you next year, 2023.
Yeah, that's from Chris.
Yeah.
Nick, how about you?
Same thing. I believe in you, Chris. You're gonna be amazing next year. Barry, you're
Sure.
gonna be
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys too. And
Okay.
always just have fun. All right, just
Yeah,
have fun.
okay.
Keep smiling.
True. And as for me, let's have fun. And 2023 is going to be a great year
Yes.
for all of us, not just for us, but for all of you who are watching. And may this 2022 be a year where you'll learn a lot of things for you to create great things in 2023. And yeah, that's about it from us, the Brain Podcast. Peace.